Hey, cycle breakers and barrier breakers alike. Welcome to the Fuck That Bullshit Podcast, where we advocate, educate, motivate, and create a safe space for you to embrace the mental wealth of marginalized and disenfranchised communities. We are serving no bullshit knowledge, tools, strategies, and insights. And yes, we will be entertaining. Our goal each episode is for you to leave feeling empowered, ready to take action and make meaningful choices that pave the way to your abundant mental wealth. So enjoy, like, subscribe, share, and discuss. Make sure you save it too, just in case you want to look back at it and get some more tips and things. The PTBS Podcast is for education, empowerment, and inspiration. It is not a substitute for therapy or professional mental health care. If you're in need of additional support, please reach out to a licensed mental health provider. Warning: the Fuck That Bullshit Podcast is intended for mature audiences only. This podcast contains raw, unfiltered conversations about mental health, social issues, and breaking generational cycles. We keep it real, unapologetic, and explicit because healing and empowerment require honesty. We're going to have strong language and adult themes, unfiltered discussions on race, identity, and mental wealth, challenging bullshit narratives without censorship. So if you're easily offended, this might not be for you, and it's definitely not for kids. But if you're ready for bold, barrier-breaking conversations that empower, educate, and entertain, tap in and let's fuck that bullshit together. Let's go. All right.
Yeah. That took a long time to cut off.
I haven't shortened up the end of it, and usually I just click it off.
Yeah.
But I was taking that 2 minutes to run around and get my last minute stuff together. So
okay.
I take a breath, you know what I'm saying? And all that.
Dig
it. How y'all been this week?
Good. It was a good week. It was a good week.
Okay.
Nothing particular, nothing exciting, but it was a good week.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see everybody here. I was wondering if y'all got all ratchet up on the 24th and 25th. I knew I wasn't going nowhere, so
I knew I was gonna be here. If it did happen or not happen, like that was funny though. That was real. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people thought they was gonna get swallowed up.
Yes.
Swallowed up. But here's the thing: I didn't even know about it. I kept seeing people make jokes about it. Then I was like, what the hell? And then I went on YouTube and kind of searched it, and it was just all kinds of people. And people's really giving their shit away.
It really was.
What I mean?
It really was.
Yeah. You know what? I'm lying. It wasn't that. Mo said something about it. And then I was like, well, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me look it up. And then I was like, oh, this is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
The kids told me it's been a thing because when they were teenagers, there was another one that said they was going.
Oh, we missed that one. We was there for the 2000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In the 1999, 2000.
Yeah.
Because the
what they called that one? The
Y2K something.
Oh, the Y2K. Uncle Percy made that up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He told me. He said, "Yeah, I call it the Y2K. That's what I call it." I was like, "I bet that was you. You came up with that."
That's him. I'll give my Uncle his credit for the Y2K.
God damn it!
I was drunk in 1999, so if it would have came out, I'd never known. I'd have woke up. Still.
Wait, where you was at? You was home?
No, I was in Virginia.
Oh, yeah, you missed it then. It was a good party because we was at Auntie Cheryl's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good party, man.
Party though, you know what I'm saying? My mama threw a party. My mama threw
I was I in Richmond or Louisa? No, I was in Richmond. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you was in Richmond, you was having a good time. If you was in Louisa, you wasn't having a good time.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No knock to the Louisa folks, but you was
Yeah,
having a good time. Not a Richmond good time.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I was having a Richmond good time. I know exactly where I was at. I was at this hotel bar doing karaoke.
Ah,
Karaoke is always a good thing.
all right, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. I forgot to upload the thingy thing for today, but I tell y'all what it is. We are saying today, fuck that plantation mentality bullshit, because it's time to break character. You know what I'm saying? We got time for all that plantation shit, right? I forgot how I even thought about this subject, probably because of something else we was talking about. And,
Probably.
you know,
Always.
That's how the subjects. That's how they have. Like, damn,
that's
yeah, that's a whole show right there.
that's a show right there. And I pull out the pen and the handy dandy notebook. But like, yeah, so first with plantation mentality, how would y'all describe plantation mentality?
Slewfoot niggas.
Oh, sleuth.
Okay.
That means about the sleuth.
not the slewfoot niggas, but you know, people that ignore what it is, just to keep the peace, or either like, I don't want to make no waves, you see, and they usually see what it is. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, things are what they are, and I've seen that a lot with the with your boy stuff, you know what I mean? Right. The Kirk guy, you know what I mean? So I recently saw, matter of fact, it was yesterday. I saw a friend of mine on Facebook, and she was saying, he wasn't a racist, and people take one narrative and blah 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 blah, and then create a whole narrative of a person's character and personality. And of course, I responded. The response again was this long. And then I deleted it, and I just said, yeah, maybe not a racist, but he definitely didn't like black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just said he had a negative viewpoint of us. That's you know what I'm saying? And a bunch of other people, but you black, I'm black, so we just talking about us. Yeah. So to say that he wasn't a racist, again, yeah, he was. So but I've seen a lot of people try to stay that middle ground, and they'll, those people that'll spend more changes trying to say, oh, they don't really mean it like that. Right. The whole while, and these people not even asking for you to defend them, right, or justify them, right. But you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's that is we tired boss thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right. What you think, Fred?
I think it's kind of the plantation. As a matter of fact, to get a better view of it, don't y'all judge me either. I went and watched Django yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, for real.
Because I mean, and I was looking. Okay, perfect view of what I think plantation mentality is. Y'all remember when when Django shot up the house the first time, they had him hanging upside down, and Samuel Jackson was out there talking to him. Everything was we, us. Yeah. And I'm like, nigga, they gonna kill your ass too. But I see people doing that now.
Yeah.
Somebody, not gonna mention no names.
Don't mention no names.
Somebody I used to work with, something was happening at the job, and they was like, we gonna get sued. I'm like, what do you mean we?
Right.
We just work here.
Right.
They're gonna get sued. But it's our company.
Yeah. But is it?
It's not ours.
It's not
about as important as the janitor. No matter what we do.
Right.
You're trading your time for money. But that's how he always talked.
Right.
We doing good, the company doing good. We're doing great. No, they're doing great.
Right.
But that was his mentality. And every time I think about when I was doing all this research, plantation mentality, he was the first person I thought of.
Right.
But
like, you know something though? I have seen it, and I've seen it recently too. But I've seen it where people will do that, but it's not intentional. Like because it was a coworker of mine did something like that. Okay. Oh yeah. But you know, there's some changes, you know, with programs and all that with the job. And the young lady was saying, well, no, we have to, you know, kind of do the changes, because if we don't, then the state is going to be forced to spend more money, and you know, and I'm looking at her like, that ain't my fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my fucking problem. But and at first I was like, damn, you old house nigga. but it wasn't intentional. It was more like, this is what they told me. So this is what I'm telling you. So it's not even, and you know, some people at the job, they just believe it. You know what I mean? Like they just believe it. But I ask people often, I'm like, you ever had a job before this job? Yeah. How important is that other job? Well, I don't work that no more. Now this job gonna be the same way though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I think the same thing as soon as I think plantation mentality. But after more research too, realizing that there are lots of different roles that come from the plantation, and we think of the Sanborn, you know, like, you know, yes, massa, we's gonna be just right, we's gonna whoop your ass, right, and all that, but also recognizing those roles were assigned to us, right, and an effort to make they come up and do what they need to do, right. I'm reading and listening to Black as Fuck History, and it's good. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay. I'm gonna flash it up here every week because it's good. So it's told from the other perspective, right, and not just a slave perspective, but looking at the entire history, but not from an elevated white person's point of view, right. And all that. And he even mentioned in the book that like the version that I'm going to tell is going to have the same energy as they calling all black folk without acknowledging the different places we come from.
Right. So
all people, he pointed all these different ethnicities and all that, and and all that. And he said, and all of them will be considered white folk, just for the sake of keeping the same. Okay?
Right.
So we're gonna identify our side this time, so you'll know what the Indian tribe name is, right?
Right.
These people, who those people are, where they come from, and all that. But as we talk about them, I identify where they come from, but understand they white people. That's who they are. And
right.
Like,
okay, that's tight. That's tight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to y'all. And I'm gonna put it on here next time. And all that. But great. We're only on chapter 2, decide to read it as a family. You know. So let's say difference between a team player though. A team player in what aspect?
Nurse, can you give a response?
Yeah, I was trying to get clarify. I've been making up words. Yeah,
I'm just telling you, we need a call in line. Somebody got to get a track phone. Like I guess we could get not for real. You know, like a food snap phone. Or something.
Just call on our phone. Over the mic. You know, but that'd be nice.
Because
look into that.
Wi-Fi calling, that shit works, right? Like if you just running like no carrier.
Well,
you know what? We can actually
phones are Wi-Fi phones anyway. It's voice over.
Yeah. Technically.
Yeah. We could actually do that. We could get you can get a free Google number.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. We working on that, y'all. We're gonna get a call in.
Yeah.
Or like team player.
Okay.
But who will be the team player? Is the house nigga the team player? Is that what you're saying?
Because that nigga ain't no team player. Right. No, he a team player just for the wrong team.
Wrong team. That's it. No. Well, let's start with the categories we got. And the first one being a house slave. And in today's terms, it would represent respectability politics. So we know the house slaves was with the light skin. You know, I probably could have passed for a house slave, depending on where we was living. You know what I'm saying? No, see, we still not getting them.
I know. That's why we need that phone number.
I know.
You got to call in.
But when we get to some of that stuff, maybe it'll clarify it and all that. So we know house slaves worked in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to work close to massa, right? They got to wear nice clothes, you know. So
yeah, they did have nicer gifts.
Yeah, nicer stuff, you know, because they was gonna be seen, you know,
right. When the company come by,
right. Yeah, when the company come, right? You know, and stuff like that. All right.
That's what I was thinking. It was too much. Like, yeah.
I'm thinking too. And all that. So, even though they was in the house and they was closer to whiteness, is also mean they had to be watched all the time, right?
Right.
They had to watch closely because you know you up in the house. And I remember some stories. Can't clarify if they're true or not, but I'll let y'all know if I finish reading Black as Fuck history. But stuff like that, they had to whistle so that when they was bringing food, when they was carrying food, so that
I heard that. Yeah, I've read that.
Yeah. So they had different rules there because they were closer, right, and all that. So, if you translate that to now, look at who we would consider to be house slaves and think respectability politics. Can you think of any person, or even if
I can think of a person, you know, can't name their name because it's a regular person. It's not like a, you know.
Yeah, you ain't got to be nobody famous.
But yeah, that, you know, that person who, because of their position, they OD, just cut and dry, followed the rules. Like, this is how you do this, this is how you do that, this is how you do that. And then hold other people accountable if they don't.
Right.
Regardless to the fact that, hey, perfect example. Yeah. Right. It's like, I'm going to ignore all the facts and I'm going to ignore what my eyes are showing me.
Right.
But this is the proper way to go about a thing. You know what I'm saying? And even if it means, you know, a reduction on their end, because, you know, we know it, like if you've read all that following the protocols,
right?
She wasn't invited to their barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, yeah, I definitely see that. But Candace Owens, that is a perfect, you know, everybody knows who we talking about example.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I forgot all about Rice. Totally forgot about her.
Yeah. She never stepped out of line.
Yeah. And it's not to say that you even need to, but the facts is the facts is, and I don't even see why people look at that like it's some kind of like something gonna happen to you. It's like when I'm at work and I speak out on a stupid decision, I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. That's not gonna work. Oh, it's like, what you mean? Oh, I'm an adult. Yeah, right.
They subscribing to their role, and that particular role that we speak of that we do is in here too. Just so you know, that's part of the roles.
What?
And our different role.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get there. You know. So Fred sent some good research, like to align a lot of the stuff. So like in some of that research, there's internalized oppression, which is like, I ain't good enough unless I fit their mold, right? Because they try to blend into the things, right? I get to wear the fancy clothes and be close to them. And then paternalism and hierarchy. So reward for obedience and punishment for authenticity. What? Who are you looking at?
I hit the damn button. But I've seen the. Oh my God! I just realized it. Yes, I've seen where the promotion happened.
Right.
Not because of good work, but because you don't make no waves, nigga.
That's right.
You kiss enough ass. You know what I mean? Like you rub us on our booty and tell us we right while we fucking you clean over. You know what I'm saying? And then the person who actually qualified out there fucking kicking doors down and screaming and yelling like, nah, he know his shit, but he too fucking radical. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga right. You know what I'm saying? So no, we don't want to fucking up our shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see that too often.
That makes sense. Okay. So when it shows up today is code switching, praise for being the safe Black person, safe Negro. Don't make them uncomfortable. In school, those are kids that are quiet, compliant, and labeled as smart, while expressive kids are punished. In church, leaders will align the theory with white comfort over liberation, and we see a lot of that.
Yeah.
In the family, don't act up in front of white folks.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that's a double-edged sword.
It is.
Yeah, because that was a thing like don't act up in front of them, make us look bad. Don't act up in front of them so they don't look at us that way. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's it was yeah.
And then the community, Black gatekeepers keeping opportunities scarce and believing only a few can shine.
Yeah. And but you know, you see that a lot on social media. It's like people, I think something Fred. Yeah. It was one of the things you sent. The guy was talking about like what not a slave mentality. It's like people, you know, a job ain't nothing but what a journey.
It was smooth what he said. I can't remember what he said.
It was smooth, but I don't know. It was smooth, but I disagreed. I was like, this nigga sound okay. I must have really disagreed because I said this nigga sounds stupid as shit. Because make sure we play that clip because I don't want to quote him wrong.
I didn't pull up no clips. Fred, find the clip, send it to me, then I'll upload it.
Find that one because that's and I think that one is a good. Like, to me, I see where he was trying to go, but to me, that was an awesome example of fucking gatekeeping. It's like, I get what he was saying about climbing the ladder and moving ahead. Your job should be a thing that you use to achieve the goal.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. But at the same time, that whole, if you're, again, I just hate that when niggas say, if you're not doing this, you're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't stand that shit because I have clients own a house, been working at fucking 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So there's no real validity to that. Because the thing is, to me, that mentality is like, if you can get me to OD pour into the system, that's not my system.
Right.
Other people are benefiting. You making me feel like I need to do all of this shit to achieve regular shit. You see what? So I'm giving them more to get the norm.
Right.
I'm telling you, I got a partner work at CVS. They just bought a house. Right. So you don't need to do all of that shit. You see what I'm saying?
I just resent it now. Let's put it on our
I'm gonna have to play the audio because it's YouTube and it's gonna take too much to convert it, but I'm gonna put it to my mic.
Yeah.
And everybody can listen.
The cops didn't have nothing that good this time.
I can believe you. A job
is an acronym for just over broke. Just over broke. And that's what you will be. That's a job. It's by design. Right? A job is just created to give you stability. But some people think that they're going to birth their dreams from their job. No, your job's resources is supposed to be used to invest in your dreams. Therefore, elevating yourself by investing in your dreams. But a lot of people don't realize that your job is supposed to fund the vision and the dreams that you have. You're not supposed to spend your money to the point where you get stuck on the plantation. A lot of people are stuck on the plantation because their mentality is plantation-like. A job is an acronym for just over broke.
Okay, I see what he's saying.
Let me give him credit first.
Yeah, give him.
I can find a name. Back in business, Tory. Tory, like, oh, that's the track. Shoot. Empowered Dynasty. Q the Boss 516. If y'all happen to want to subscribe.
That name says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That in itself says a lot to me, because it's like, if you like, I think if he wouldn't have used the word elevate,
yeah, maybe
I might have been like, okay, man, maybe he on something.
I thought about when you talking about gay camp. Remember when me and Fred was both working on learning real estate stuff together, right?
Right.
And all that. And while we're learning it, we're also learning how hard it is to get fucking information.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
They be gatekeeping.
Okay.
Like,
Start me from A, and let's move to B and then to C. But they'll start with A, they jump to F, and then they say, but you're trying to get to Z. But nigga, we missing stuff in between.
Right.
Tell you the highlights. I'm not going to tell you the lowlights. I'm going to tell you all the lowlights, but I'm not going to tell you the highlights. But I'm not going to tell you how to get from low to high. Like, there's all this in-between stuff missing. That's gatekeeping.
Yep.
That's gatekeeping. I'm not, or people that get online and be like, because you got to do what you need to do. And all you got to do is, and okay, but how do you do that?
Exactly.
You got to read, my brother.
Yep. And that's what I mean by anytime I see a overexcited ass nigga, just you, and then using those goofy ass fucking acronyms like, oh, job is just over broke. And I'm like, yeah, that's clever as shit. You know what I'm saying? But what the fuck are you saying? Right. You gotta use a job to accomplish your goals. Okay. Then don't you need a job to accomplish your goals? So why insult the fact of having a job in order to accomplish the goal? Because once you accomplish the goddamn goal, then the goal is accomplished. And you know what you can accomplish that goddamn goal with? A fucking job.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, nigga, you ain't said shit.
Yeah.
You saying you're supposed to use your job to invest in your dreams. Once you invest in your dreams, then those dreams are accomplished. Once the investment is done, the dream is established. What the fuck got you there? Repeating his dumb ass or working at that fucking job? Working at the fucking job. You can't it's almost like everybody got to fuck. The reason why if that nigga don't work and he only talk that bullshit, again, gatekeeping. Then here's why it's gatekeeping. Because the people he trying to pull in so he doesn't have to work a job is black people. Black people invest in him while he tells them y'all fucking up for working, but pay me to tell you how to work and continue to work and keep paying me so I don't have to fucking work. To me, that's fucking gatekeeping. Man, I see through them niggas like every fucking time, man.
Yeah, because the thing is, they'll tell you all of this,
but won't show you how to.
But they never show you what you need to do.
That nigga like a YouTube
to quote unquote get to where you at. How do I get to where you at? Oh yeah,
bullshit niggas.
I can tell you how to do that for $59.99 a month.
Right.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, because niggas don't want to pay no more. Niggas want you to subscribe.
That's right.
They want you to pay them like motherfucking rent.
As an entrepreneur, that is what they are selling to people who want to sell things, because they're like, oh no, and that's why everything is going to subscriptions.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Everything.
Like, you can't even purchase your own game. You get to purchase the license.
Yeah. What you was telling us that? We have him on the podcast all the time. Huh?
Ash.
Yeah, Ash was breaking that down. I was like, damn, you can't even buy a fucking game no more. Like, you basically rent to own that motherfucker. And when the license in, the game disappears.
Yeah. So now I got
everything like Rent-A-Center now.
Exactly. Everything like Rent-A-Center. Yep. Everything has a subscription. So,
like nobody, they all gatekeeping because they can make money from gatekeeping. Because as a teacher, if I'm teaching you how to, if Brian teaching somebody how to DJ,
right?
His goal is that I teach you so well, you never come back to me.
Right.
I done taught you everything you need to know.
Right. So go out there, do your thing.
Now you can go out there and do what you need to do. DJ your ass off.
Right.
You should never come back to me or nobody else.
Real teacher is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right. Independently. You know, but they are always they're gonna keep trying to do the comeback, try to get you to come back. I'm gonna give you a little bit here, this much, they come back again, you get a little bit more, and so on and so forth. But like, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of
super bullshit. So that nigga's a fucking example of a gatekeeper, sellout ass, black ass bastard.
Yeah,
was that too much? Was that too much?
No, that wasn't.
He fall into the house slave category?
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Second position or role, field slave, which equals overworking and exhaustion. And so, of course, they want us to work, so they set up all the things so we can work. Right. Oh, she said for the low price of $249.99, I'll tell you the rest.
I know, right? And that's how I go.
Only subscription.
Yep.
One time.
Because $249.99 is not $500.
For under $250.
Yeah.
The value is $1,500. So I'm giving you a discount.
Oh my God, to kill with that. You just saved $80. Nigga, I didn't spend $80. You know what I'm saying? I done save it.
Same tactics. Again, like copying what they see other folks do.
Yep.
In an effort to, but they start preying on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's exactly the focus audience.
Yep. Yeah. So the field slave represents historically backbreaking labor in the fields, carrying plantations' weight with little rest or recognition. That modern echo is strong black woman or strong black man trope. Strength equals survival mode. Suppression of emotions and reluctance to seek therapy or breakdown into intimacy.
Right.
Who y'all see in that role? I mean,
let me tell you, all of us.
I was just going to say that.
Role, yep. That's why I was digging them examples.
In that category, yeah.
I want to say that's everybody because I know on my come up, especially after Raven was born, I had this mentality, and of course, I got the older people. Just man, you got to work, man. You got a child now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you embrace that shit.
Yeah, you do.
Because let me tell you this: the reason why and maybe this is why I worked in slavery for as long as it did till it didn't, is because you actually feel good doing it.
Doing it, you do.
Just like if you look at what was that movie with man, the dude was in the military, and then he came home, then he robbed the bank. Dead Presidents. When he said, "Don't nothing make a man feel better than coming home with the groceries," and it's 100% fact. Right. You feel like you're actually doing something. And the reason why I say that to everybody that falls into that mentality, because our focus here is our family, our at-home family, the people we taking care of. So it's easy for them to get us with that. We'll work our ass off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll work our ass off, and because I remember like when Lil Brian was born. I worked, got off from work, came home. We went to the hospital. Lil Brian was born, stayed at the hospital. Yay, ooh, look at that. Hey, I got a junior. I'm going to live forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I left the hospital, went and DJ'd a party, made that money, left the party, went straight to my job, worked overnight, got off that morning, and went back to the hospital. And felt like I and for real bragged on that shit. It was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of my family. But that's not even the shit that counts because that party is over and I work at that fucking job no more. You see what I'm saying? So I think everybody.
And I was talking about this today, and even when I was talking to Fred about being an entrepreneur and doing your thing, it was easier to do that straight out of a job because I was already working and taking care of the kid and working full time, taking care of the kid and going to school. Like, yeah, that's all of us. Like I was traveling. My biggest flex is because I went back to school 3 weeks after my baby was born with staples in my belly.
Right.
Yep.
There's nothing healthy about that, man. But I'm black woman. I'm gonna
but everybody around you, and especially us as black people. We'll be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She hold it down,
Somebody should have been like, baby,
push that baby out, and we're back to work. We get props for that shit.
Right, crazy.
Yep. And I didn't even know like men got maternity leave, and that's been a thing in the white community.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it in my job.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was always fucking there.
Whoever at your job ever told you about any
That's
job.
what I'm about to say.
There.
Yeah, it was never introduced to it. The shit was always fucking there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you know what? I found out, I saw in the midst of all this research, I learned how all this started.
Right. Okay.
During slavery time, the slave master would free one slave a year.
Oh, shit.
Out of thousands of other slaves. So it was the slave that worked the hardest and, you know, wasn't that troublesome, and he was the good nigga.
Good nigga, yeah. Okay.
And they'd free him. You know, hey, we gonna free Jacob.
Okay.
You know, so now when you turn around, you know, if I'm a good nigga, eyes can be free.
Okay.
So you know what you do?
You do what you need to do.
Say Brian won't run. Nigga, fuck this place.
I know, right?
Let's go. You know, Black Moses is gonna be
running, sir.
You know what? Tom gonna be like, Brian talking about running, master. He gonna get ready to run. Them white boys in them regular slave clothes gonna be waiting for his ass at the door.
Yep.
You go to now, say you at your job, one supervisor spot open. Everybody want that spot because everybody want to be higher up. I want to be better than you. So I want to be over.
That's why they told us our position.
Yeah, I'm over you. So now everybody gonna be the good nigga at the job.
Yeah.
Hopefully to get that spot. They know that. So hey, I'm not gonna give Brian a job. Brian too outspoken. But he the best one out the group. But he too fucking outspoken. Tom know enough, but Tom don't say shit.
Yeah, but look, and this is what they do. They'll put Tom in that position, and they'll say, "We'll have Brian train Tom."
Train you.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And I've watched that shit happen over and over again. There've been times where I've been like, "Why the fuck am I training you, motherfucker?"
I know for you.
You should know this shit.
All right.
I've been the guy that they give a promotion to somebody else. Hey, Fred, can you train William? Can you show William how to work this system? Back in the day, when I thought the best I could do was just the job I had, I trained William ass.
Right.
Then one day I was like, no, I'm not training William.
You train William.
You gave William the promotion when you knew I was better than William. You train William. That's not my job. I'm going to do the job you're paying me to do.
Absolutely.
And you know what happened? Nothing. They didn't fire me.
They fire nothing. Yep.
They didn't fire me. They just looked at me as I walked away, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I could have been did this."
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's a grow up thing though, because I remember being scared of my job. Like I remember those times because you look at it like this is the only way I'm able to feed my family.
Right.
So you kind of placate. And even though I placated, though I always got mine. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I always got my reparations. Like you go give. Is there? I can't say, but I got mine. You know what I'm saying? I got mine. One way or the other.
But find a way to get compensated.
Exactly, because ain't nobody stupid. Like you know. And I think one of the most fast jobs I ever had was fucking waste management. Yeah. Like, yeah, you're gonna pick up trash. All right, and that was it. Ain't nobody bother you. You can get all the overtime you want. For real? Shit, I'm about to go pick up this trash. You know what I'm saying?
So other ways it shows up, like y'all were just talking about work, doing the labor 3 people do without equal pay. In schools, black students attract into labor or sports over leadership and academics. This is true.
Yeah. And you would think would be played out by now, but
it's still right.
But it still feel like football, basketball is the only way out of your situation.
Right.
But they keep making movies that say so.
Yeah, and they're not. You don't see no black doctors that's making $1.2 million a year, but you see that basketball player loving basketball making $1.2 million a year.
But you know what? Like even with that, with the imagery of it, like you'll get TV shows about the whole, what that shit is, Grey's Anatomy, and you'll get one or two black doctors.
Yeah,
and even with the one old boy from Huxtable, Heathcliff Huxtable's son.
I know what you're talking. I know.
Yeah, the Apprentice or something like that. But again, you'll get exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. So they'll show us in these in positions outside of what we're just slotted in to be. Right. But they sprinkle us in. So when you even as a youngster, you're looking at like, man, I'll be a doctor, like dude on freaking Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
Man, it's gonna be hard for you. See, it's only 2 or 3 of them in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I think even with my track with therapy and all that, and part of what I'm teaching my interns, they teach you the academics of the thing and all that, knowing that most of us are going to want to go into private practice at some point. They'll teach you none of the business. None of the business, but they teach you how to be a therapist, period. So you go work for somebody else and be a good therapist, right? So when we breaking out of the tracks and being like, no, I want my own stuff because I need to work with my people because I want to choose who I help and how I help and all that stuff, then, oh, Lord, because that's so hard. It's so hard. Is it? No, starting any other business. I still have to learn the stuff I need to learn. Plus, I got to learn how my people work because you didn't teach me that, right? You teach me the whitewash version of therapy. So now I got to figure out how we work and what works best for us. So I'm even doing more of that work, but that's in my heart.
Yeah.
The look on your face when you look away.
Yeah, that was my grandbaby. Like every time she passed me, she do this. Every time she passed me, she do this fake laugh, and then I got to do the fake laugh back. That's what
I saw my grandbabies yesterday. I love it. One of them called me today. So they'll put us into that category, and then one of the first things I start asking my interns is like, "What you want to do with your stuff after you finish?" Right? Because if you want to continue to work for me, hell yeah, let's do this. But if you want to start your own shit, hell yeah, let's do this. Like, because there's enough room for everybody.
Exactly, and that's the thing too. There's enough room for everybody. It's like everybody wants to be so particular, and I tell people, I'm like, you already special to the people you're special to. Motherfucker, don't have to be me as well. You don't have to be special to me too. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's room at the top for everybody. But just like what Nurse Niles just said in the comments, it's like they portray your black characters as the geniuses and you know what I'm saying? Right. So now you like, man, I'm just smart, but I'm not that smart. I'm gonna go play for the Saints, which you can right now because we're playing like shit.
Taking anybody.
Oh, even a history in football. God damn it! Just have a jersey and you in there.
You get in. So in church, you see the field slave in the role of a black woman as the backbone, running the ministries with no recognition, and family.
You know about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In the family, parents and grandparents carrying the household alone, or like you was talking about earlier, like I'm working so, Lord have mercy, hard to make sure everything's happening. And then in the community, activists burning out and fighting for everybody but themselves.
Now the activists. Break that down. What you mean?
So, like, I consider myself an activist, right? So, like, I'm gonna use myself as of this week too. So, I got my private practice, right? I also have my CPS contract because even though they don't pay much, that's the work of my heart, right? To help the people who don't ordinarily get the right kind of therapy because they are getting therapy that the state pay for. So usually, you probably get a whack therapist that don't care. I am me in that role, just like I am in my private practice, right? So advocacy for me. But sometimes that wear me out. It wear me out to burnout. And that's what happened to me Because
I love
doing the podcast. Got to do the podcast stuff. Oh, I still got to go see this client. And I'm driving to her this time instead of seeing her virtually. Okay, and then I got a plan for the thing for the private practice and do the thing there. And then I'm pouring into my daughter's entrepreneur. And then this morning I was like, cancel everything. Just sleep in and take a bath.
Right.
I was running out, right?
Right.
And stuff like that. So while what I'm doing is a good thing and I'm doing things differently and I'm making change and all that, it costs a lot. It costs a lot in labor, you know.
Right.
And not that I'm looking for money per se, but money would be nice because it'll make things lighter. I can actually pay people to do stuff. Right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you need it. Money is a tool.
Money
you know
is a tool.
what I'm saying? It's a tool. You need it.
Again, I ain't trying to be a millionaire, but I do want to pay my bills without burning myself out.
Right.
You know, so that's I kind of see that too.
The American dream. Right.
The American dream. So 3, we got the overseer, the driver, which equals internalized oppression, historical role, enforced discipline, sometimes enslaved themselves, sometimes poor whites, and used to pit enslaved people against each other. That's that in between Negro, and it'd be like, more of a like the Django character, like your boy. When people think of Samuel's character, it's like it's the we thing like you was talking about. You know, this hour we and I'm gonna oversee all of y'all. I'm just a step above y'all Negroes.
Right.
So
that's exactly how you was.
Negroes, he can field Negroes. He the boss of the Negroes.
Right.
Right. Yeah, the supervisor at your job.
Exactly.
Black supervisor that supervised the black crew.
Right. The modern echo, which came from Fred's research, plantation hierarchy mirrors the modern workplace, rigid structures, black authority figures punishing their own to gain favor. Which is some of these overlap. I see.
Yeah.
A house Negro and an overseer. Like
right.
Okay.
But it is true. But I mean, the overseer was outside. He just didn't have to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? House nigga got AC or a fan or whatever they had back in the day. You know.
Well, yeah, different kind of thing. Okay. We know any of them we would consider to be overseers in the community.
Yeah.
I know some of these.
Yeah, I know too many of them motherfuckers. It's
right.
Brian, what you need to do is, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. You need to get the fuck on my goddamn face, co-worker. You know what I'm saying? You are my co-worker.
Right, because that is that person sitting next to you with the same job title and everything as you, but they're trying to do everything exactly right, and they're trying to tell you what to do. And
exactly.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah. That's why I don't like people in my business. At my job, because I'm like, man, I ain't trying to lose my job, because I will, because I'm gonna send you for your husband. I can promise.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I can promise you that.
So, like you said, in work, it shows that black managers harsher on black employees. In school, the black teachers punishing black kids harsher than white ones to prepare them. I hate that term.
I've never seen that because I was, always in all black schools, but
I
have heard that.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, and they think they helping.
They do. They really think they helping.
Yeah, no, I've seen it since we moved out here because so many of these schools are mixed. I saw it with Tyrese, with one of his teachers at one of his schools. I'm like, well, I'm just preparing him for how life is gonna be out, outside the school. And I'm like, that's my job. I don't need you to do it.
Right. Your job is to educate him. Teach him how to read, write, and arithmetic. That's all you
do. Teach him what he need to learn in school. Right. I'll take care of the outside stuff.
Right. Yeah. And then in church, you see it in leadership. Leadership shaming instead of liberating.
Yeah. But that's heavy at the church.
That's heavy in the church.
Yes, man.
And in the family, parents repeating abuse and mistaking toughness for protection. All of them.
Yeah. I don't know. My mama, she didn't play tough guy with me. You know what I'm saying? I got to.
I don't know. Your mama was a tough guy though.
Yeah. Oh, she don't play. She don't play.
Yeah, that's not. She didn't play in on her house either though.
Yeah, well, I maintained. You see what I'm saying? I think for me, like at a young age, I realized what I did not have to do, and then realized what she had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense.
And I think, yeah, that's because like I used to walk mama to the bus stop in the summers. I would walk her to the bus stop at 6 o'clock in the morning, to catch the bus to work. And I remember saying to myself, I walked her to the bus stop one particular morning, and I was walking back, and I said, man, I can't wait to get back in the bed. Boom. I realized
Mama couldn't get back in
the fucking bed. I don't have to do shit. Right. Yeah. I don't have to do anything. And I think that's where, I'm saying, my mentality changed. And I know it's an embedded thing because I do it now. You know what I'm saying? Because Melissa would say, you're doing too much. You're doing too much around here. Do too much around here. And I realized I got into the habit of I'm going to take care of everything I can take care of before you get home. So you don't have to do nothing when you get home. You see what I'm saying? So I still carry that same mentality today.
That's awesome.
So I mean, and that's a whole nother show too. Like, how do you think your parents was viewing it? Now, I think most parents just want to know that people know, but that their kids know that all that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna go into it, but that's a good show. That I'm gonna say,
let's say
use that as a topic.
Write that down on the handy dandy notebook. That is a good, because I almost got caught up in that with you for a minute.
Yeah, I was about to go there too. That's why I picked up the pen.
And look, while you writing that down, I want to give a shout out to the Beyond 1130 crew. I did a marathon today, and I was like watching. Yeah, I was just watching podcast, and man, B.
I told you
that's my dude.
I'm telling
you. I want to get on there with him one time, man.
We gotta invite him over here too.
Yeah. And Dre, I forgot what your favorite imaginary friend? What's her name?
The girl with the cat is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember her name. She just always knitting.
Just leaving me right now. I can't remember nothing right now.
But I ain't gonna lie though. I like I said, I watched like multiple episodes. I said, man, I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying this shit.
Really
you know what I'm saying?
Really
yeah.
And by accident like that, we was like, nah, this is the proof right here. Like, and it's just enough differences between us two.
Right.
And all that. So yeah.
So shout out, man.
Our stuff over there because he said, Shawnnell, if you need me to like market your stuff or whatever, like I put it on my show. I just got to put some stuff together for him to
right. Yeah, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you connected to them, and it's a good connect for us because I watching them. I'm like, right, they don't be on dumb shit either. You know what I mean? It's not like you know what I'm saying. It's not like P. Diddy and Baby or Part 8. You know what I'm saying? It's like Pat Williams said today. You know,
what I mean? Gotta have substance. You know.
Right.
Oh, yeah, shout out to B.
Yeah.
And then Harley. That's her name.
Harley.
Yeah, Harley.
All right. Start calling her Harley Quinn, so I don't forget that.
Yeah, I think that's always one of her little thingy things is Harley Quinn. So what else? What was that? We finished looking at the overseer. I forgot one with the community with the overseer. Elders blocking new ideas with we've always done it this way.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't relate because even though we grow, we all grew up in a community embraced environment. Absolutely. But we didn't have that person that ran the block so much. You know what I'm saying? They were there, they got respect, and that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my view of that was mostly in church. You know what I'm saying? That in that environment.
It wouldn't move into the future, it wouldn't change anything.
Right.
It's just
right. We're gonna keep these rotary phones. Jesus didn't have a touchpad.
Shut up.
Call him on the main line.
Oh, I got an idea. We need to. It should be funny. Christians ain't gonna be mad like it because they're gonna say blasphemy. But what if Jesus was alive today, what would his lifestyle be like? Because I was thinking about Jesus with a pager. When you said Jesus didn't have rotary phones, I was thinking about Jesus with a pager. Somebody, like, yeah.
We all more open to change. Because we've experienced so much freaking change. You know
I'm about to say, Gen X, we experienced the most change.
We lived through a crap load of changes,
Yep. And so that's why I say we are the best generation, I feel like, because we can adjust either or.
Right.
If the government decide to turn the lights off, we're gonna know how to survive.
Right. We'll just cut them motherfuckers back on. If you cut them off at the grid, shit, we light a candle. Candle start playing tonk.
Guess what?
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe my neighbor know how to, take care of the grid situation.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You never know. We smart. Just saying. We actually done the changing. We did the changing. We had to decide to go from old school whooping our kids' ass and realize that's not effective. We need to do something different, right? And all of that. We recognize putting our children down wasn't going to help them to change. Okay, what do I need to do to change that?
Exactly.
And all that. Even when I think of, like we was talking entrepreneurship, I remember getting ready to quit my first job, and my mama sound like an old Negro slave. You better not quit that job. I was like, no, I'm not staying on this job. That's not happening. Right. And I turned out okay. So.
Yeah, I remember when I quit Percy. He didn't. Now, I'm going to give him his props on this one. He told me not to quit. He said, you stay on that job till you get another job.
Yeah.
Then you leave.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with quitting.
But you got to quit at the right time.
Shit to do.
Yeah.
And it made sense because I was just like, man, fuck this job. Fuck the motherfuckers. I'm quitting.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no. And the one time I didn't take his advice, I was out of work for 6 damn months.
Yeah.
That's when I moved my ass in the country up here in Texas. And that man started talking about you can't do no better than this. I'm like, shit, motherfucker, I'm gonna show you. And I just left.
Yeah.
And then that's when I got the best advice that I ever got from a human being. My father-in-law said, you know what, son-in-law? Pride is overrated. I did not have one idea what he was talking about. I'm like, pride is overrated. What you talking about? Till it popped up again. And it was my pride. You're not going to tell me I can't do better. So the next man told me? He told me the same thing. I was like, okay. And I was like, you're probably right. And I went back to work. And I found a job that was paying double what I was making with them. And I quit. And he said, well, why are you quitting? I found something better than this. And I left.
That's the best clapback right there. That's the best
one. I was like, you know what? Pride is overrated. And I've been using that shit to this day.
Yep. That's how we learn. So the fourth one is the skilled slave. Even though, especially as I'm reading, all of them were skilled, way more than they say they were. But the skilled slave is the token slave. Historically, they're the blacksmiths, the carpenters, seamstress. They have valuable skills and sometimes rented out, but they still was property. And if you bring it to a modern thing, it's tokenism. It's the one in the space, that doctor, that lawyer, that one. But it's high pressure to represent the whole race. Anybody y'all know that is a token?
Not intentionally.
Yes, I know somebody that unfortunately may not think they are, but they are.
Okay.
Good person. But every time they want to pick an example of, and they don't come out and say it, but like with my department, it's always that one person. Oh, so-and-so is doing a great job in accounts receivables.
Yeah.
Like, damn, motherfucker, it's like 5 more of us in here.
Right.
Why always? And then I was like, oh, that's why. And they're always complaining, like, why they always picking me? And I just never had the heart to say, like, you the token nigga. You the one that you the one that they use when they want to make an example of how good we're all doing. You're the one.
Right. Yeah. You're the one they choose to represent the crew.
So they want everybody to pull up to his standard.
Even though everybody might be at his standard.
Exactly.
You know, but maybe again, falling into another category, maybe he's a safe Negro along with the tokenized, the one that's skilled. You know what I'm saying? So so like it shows up today in work with diversity hire, shown off but not promoted. In school, the one black kid in AP honors.
Right.
Yeah.
In church, the choir soloist, youth leader showcased, but no decision-making power. In family, the successful one, paraded but isolated. And then in the community, a few leaders spotlighted and grassroots are ignored. Yeah, and I see that.
Yeah. That last one a lot.
See that a lot. So our next one is breeding stock exploited. Breeding stock exploited Black womanhood. And I wonder if they got something separate for other breeding side, because that went both ways. Historically, one forced into reproduction, birthing future laborers, and bodies commodified. And then the modern would be the strong Black woman myth, born from survival, but now a trap. Black women are expected to carry all the roles without care. I can count myself in that, of course.
I mean, expected. I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say expected.
There's a perception of expectation.
Well,
expectation on them.
Yeah, I never expected.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't think men, and I'm gonna say men, not boys,
and not niggas,
Yeah.
Because there are some boys and niggas do have the expectation.
Right.
They don't have the education and they don't have any brain cells enough to know that that's not what you should be expecting and all that. But I think those are also people who did not have positive male role models or male role models who could teach them that. They look at fuckboy TV.
Right.
You know
right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
now in today's climate, I think it's unfortunately that the ladies make it more difficult for ladies.
Oh yeah. Because
way too many ladies actually clenching on. I don't need, and I don't need, and I don't need, and I don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, and yeah, right. and that was a big deal. Yeah, with chilling and not doing nothing and resting and
right. Yeah, like
we appreciate each other to rest, right? And that's been, I think, for more than just the now times that like again, we were talking earlier about just working hard and doing all the things and all that kind of stuff or whatever. I think there was some mentality of that sort with my ex, you know what I'm saying? Because he wanted him a 1960s wife and all that. But that's what he was acting like. And so then I was like, but be a 1960s man then.
Exactly. You know? And that's right. Exactly. Get your ass out there and go to Riverside Lumber Company and do the fucking job. I should not have to do anything financial, but yet all my financial needs should be met.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so like you can't expect, that thing if you don't do this part, because those two things can work together. And they have couples right now who operate in you take care of household stuff and I take care of outside stuff, right?
Exactly.
And all that. But I also know some of those couples who still hope, wish, pray, dream, and ask that other part of that couple do a little bit of something of the other as well. Right. Because everybody working. Everybody's
right. This is not the 1960s. Like bread don't cost a quarter.
Come on.
Right.
that.
Right.
You know, because I think people go too far to the left and the right when it comes to that. Like, you know, I want a woman that, you know, cook and always submissive and do this and do that. And then on the other side, I want a man that's gonna pay all the bills. But y'all both sides, when they that far left and that far right, they still want to do what they want to do, but you want the other person to do all of
what
this.
you want them to do,
right?
You can't say I want to do like I want to do me, and I want you to do me too. You know what I'm saying?
That's very, very unfair. And I see a lot of that. I see a whole lot of, you know, I want the old school traditional thing, right? But we're not living in that time. Everybody got to go to work. Everybody got to do things. And then you see the opposite where men are like, no, it's okay if she work, but then I don't want to do nothing. But like, if that's situational, cool, right? You know, if my man lost his job, I'm gonna cover him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be off forever. Like you just workforce and all that, you know, especially at this age, I got a little children to take care of, right? Exactly. And stuff. Because as a mother of young children, I wouldn't have mind being the breadwinner if you would take care of all the household stuff. Right. And I don't mind helping because I like feeding my kids, right? That's part of my jam. I like cooking and all that. But like the amount of effort and help in both ends, and I think we talked about this before on the 50-50 show, right? Where it's like, it's just got to be an agreement between those people, but there should never be a mentality where a woman just should do all the stuff and not rest or, you know, and all that. You know?
So I don't think people, when they do that, I don't think a lot of them do their research because, you know, we talked about this one time. At one time, women couldn't get a job.
Right.
So that was all they could do was stay at home and clean up and have babies. That was it. That was all they could do.
Except for slaves. Of course, slaves were always able to work, pregnant and all, and drop a baby and put it on his back, her back.
Strap that baby up and get back out there and pick that guy.
And that's the problem, is that during, again, even as women, all women started to get rights as well. You know, that's what white women could do, but black women learned that they had to work all the time, and they still had to take care of babies while they worked. And you know, there was nothing stopped the work. Nothing.
Right. Because I mean, houses now cost $500,000.
Yep.
Person didn't pay $100,000 for his house.
Nope, he did not.
His house note was like $300 a month.
If that,
I remember him.
If that,
I remember him bitching about it one time. $300-something a month. I'm thinking, but like 25. Right now, like nigga, I'll take that.
Right.
I'm paying my rent month.
What happened when women got into the workforce, and now you got to pay daycare that's more than your house note.
Yep.
For real.
Yes, indeed. So some places this shows up in the work is an emotional caretaking for the entire team. I've seen that. In school, Black girls adultified, punished harsher, and innocence denied. This is very true. In church, women running ministries, but barred from leadership. In family, mothers, grandmothers carrying the entire house loads alone. And in the community, expected to hold movements together without recognition, just like we was talking about before. You know, like, where y'all at? Chilling. Our next one, this was happening earlier.
Oh, that's what that is.
What, the gloom? Well, you know why we on pause. In the King James Bible, it said that the woman is not even supposed to be ministers. They're not even supposed to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not biblical, according to the word of the Lord. I'm just saying. And you know, and I know I've seen like a lot of little church programs where they'll go back and forth about that. It's like, oh, you know, but that's in the Bible, but it's so commonplace now. And it was new to me because I didn't even know that was a thing. I
heard about it one time. That one, I can't remember that lady name, little white lady that's got on the street.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Somebody was talking about that on YouTube, like women are not even supposed to be preaching. I'm like, I don't really care where I get my word from.
Right.
You know?
As long as you want to send me nothing stupid or inaccurate, yeah.
Right.
But I guess because I've seen women in yeah, you did. But I've seen women in those positions for so long. Yeah, I always thought it was just that's what it is. You know what I mean? I knew Mary was somebody to somebody, just nobody to Jesus. But anyway, that's a whole nother. We get on the whole, spiritual topic. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, I guess she got disconnected.
Yup. They got that bootleg connector off Temu. That shit. So look, anyway, look, while we don't have to be psychological, I was looking at this movie. Extension or something, Halle Berry, and it's TV fucking series. Shit was trash. Shit was fucking trash. And if anybody out there saw this shit, please give me your expert opinion, because it was some bullshit. It looked like Tyler Perry wrote it and didn't give a fuck. They said, I'm gonna put Halle Berry in this shit and I'm gonna see how it go. Because it didn't make no fucking sense. But I'm telling you, it played like a Tyler Perry film. Things kept happening. Nothing was connected and nothing made sense. You know what I'm saying? I think the only good thing they had going on in there was Halle Berry. And I don't know. I wouldn't have did it. I would have missed out on that money. Huh?
What was she doing?
It was like a sci-fi. The season 1 was like a sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
Season 2 was like a drama. So I was like, well, what happened to the whole sci-fi piece? It's like you could tell they don't know where they want to go. Nowhere they want to go. I can see why.
Tyler Perry marathon today.
You don't watch that shit.
Too late. I already watched it.
You're gonna be wearing thong draws soon. Don't watch that shit, man.
Because one of the few Tyler Perry movies that I like was on there.
What?
The Family That Prayed.
Okay, yeah, that one was good. That one. It was Tyler Perry all day, but that one was a lot better. I think I like that one and Acrimony. But I was digging Acrimony all the way to the end. When Taraji got on that boat, I was thinking, bitch, how the fuck you got on this boat? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen that one.
But check it out. It go, as far as Tyler Perry goes, it's one of his better joints, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't like everything he do. Like that, the only Madea one that I really like is the Family Reunion one.
Yeah, I like the plays. I can honestly say it. All the plays. I
ain't never been to a play. I ain't never been to none of them.
I enjoyed the plays, but I just once the shit got into movie, it's like, you can see where he was trying too hard, and I thought that was just a new thing because he had just got on the movie scene, but it just never stopped, man. And then the TV series, that'd be the worst shit.
The TV series was trash. They were all
except for the House of Pain. House of Pain.
I didn't like House of Pain.
I liked it once they got rid of the Firehouse crew. The Firehouse crew was trash. I quickly saw like we don't even need the fucking Firehouse crew here. You know what I'm saying? But
it just seemed like they was trying to be funny and they couldn't even laugh at their own jokes.
Right. It was garbage.
I hated seeing G Money like, low.
I know, reduced to whatever the fuck this nigga look. This nigga from crack. So he don't know how to raise kids and shit. Life all fucked up. Man, I'm telling you, after they took Nino to jail, that nigga life went downhill like a son bitch.
That whole TV series felt like they was trying to spin off Madea's Family Reunion, and when Tyler Perry was playing the attorney and his wife was on crack, because old boy wife was on crack.
Sure was, but old boy don't have a new eye. He don't have a fresh idea. He don't do fresh ideas. He just recycles the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's why all his movies look like it's the same fucking
Same
scenario
shit.
over and over again.
That's why
But
I
it's the
stopped
people
watching them when they
but
go to jail and all this. I'm like,
right.
I'm not even watching this shit for free.
Right. But even with that's psychological. Because little kids like watching shit that they've seen before because they like to know what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry does that. He give you a simplistic ass fucking formula, and people looking for that same thing to happen just with new characters, and it feels new because it's new characters. But it's the same shit. But when you look at TV, period, like you go all the way back to fucking Star Trek, the original series, it was the same shit. Kirk went out, he did the same shit. He said the same shit. Everybody did the same shit. They wore the same fucking clothes, like nothing really changed. You just and it's crazy that we would sit there and watch shows, be like, damn, how the fuck Kirk gonna get out of this shit? Well, nigga, this is season 18. They're gonna be a season 19. I can guarantee you're gonna get up out the shit and beat me up, Scotty. And then you know what I'm saying? The nigga's out of there. Fucking Captain Kirk is the shit. But that nigga just he perfected, but it was manipulation because he started out with the church crowd. Yeah, he got the church crowd because maybe they was going in buses to go see the plays at the Singer. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to add her? Shit. All right, there you go. You back. All right. We was having a whole in-depth discussion about Tyler Perry and his psychological influence over the black community.
I be missing everything.
Yes, I did see Straw.
Yes, we saw
that Straw.
Yeah,
I like Straw. It was confusing as hell in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to change the channel in the beginning because I was like, I can't do this Tyler Perry bullshit. But it made a little more sense in the end.
Yeah, in the end it made sense.
It was classic Tyler Perry, though.
Yeah.
It was classic. A lot of potential wrapped around a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think Taraji just played her part well.
Oh, she did.
Oh, yeah.
She always played a piss out of her part.
Taraji, she do the thing. She do it every time.
I mean, hell, she made Baby Boy pretty decent.
She did. Because she could play a hood chick now.
She can. But not. Boy, look.
Yeah. And she had the Honda Accord on the rims too.
Yeah. You know my favorite part in that movie, though? My favorite part in that movie was when Tyrese was getting choked out.
Yeah. Vin Rames.
Yeah. Mama.
Even from a psychological standpoint, that's hard. Yeah. That had to been hard on her as a parent because you're looking at your adult ass child who and a lot of that shit fell on her because she was still babying his ass.
Right, she was.
And then you bring like a alpha male macho nigga into the scene. And he's gonna approach him on the equal level. On an equal playing field. But you're just not gonna win physically and even mentally because you still more focused on being a child than you are being an adult. There was a lot to that movie. That's how you know it wasn't a Tyler Perry. But anyway.
I don't know.
Have we
why
passed
you hate this man?
Did we pass up Tyler Perry's type on here yet?
Is he on here?
Well, house nigga, yes. Field nigga, no, nigga don't want to work like that.
We got some more to go. So we say we got house nigga, we got field slave.
We'll get to.
We got the overseer, and then we got the skilled slave.
Skill slave.
Yeah. I like a token. Okay, all right. And where we at right now? We did the skill slave, and now we got breeding stock. That's what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
strong black woman thing. Yeah, we pretty much got over past all that. The movement without recognition was the last thing on that one. So now we got the children and generational trauma. Born into slavery, raised to submit, and childhood stolen. The modern echo is generational trauma passed down, survival scripts of silence, self-erasure, and fear. Shows up today in work with adults who people please because boundaries were never taught. In school, Black kids disciplined for expressing emotions and not taught coping skills.
Mm-hmm.
In church, the kids are silenced and told not to question.
Yeah.
In the family, children forced into adult roles and robbed of childhood.
Yep.
And in the community, silence around trauma repeated for generations. This is where all our shit come from when they come to therapy.
That is true.
This part
Yeah.
right here. This part right here. You know, so again, that's everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I know I need to be in therapy. I don't even know how I'm coping with it.
It's all right, because you use me for my therapy hat. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. Them phone calls don't always just be see how you doing.
I know, I'm aware. And
And
that's okay.
like, hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hey,
Because
let me see
sometimes
you.
y'all act as therapists to me. So that's just, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Just so happen that your sister is actually a therapist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? So I'm going to move to Pet Negro, the entertainment slave, commodification of culture. Historically kept for amusement, which could also fall. Tyler Perry could also fall there too, because he is amusing the people. Music, humor, sport. The modern is Black creativity commodified, culture loved, and people devalued. This shows up today in work. The office clown. He's fun, but he's never promoted.
Yeah, I know some of them.
You know some of them?
I know a bunch of office clowns. They're like they're funny as hell, but
he ain't moving up the ladder though.
Doing the same job since I've been here.
Right. The in school shows up as the Black kid valued for more sports and entertainment than academics. And the church, gospel choirs are celebrated, and members' systemic needs are ignored. In the family, funny relatives masking pain with humor, because I always say trauma make you hilarious. Yes, it does. And poverty make you super funny. And in the community, Black culture is stolen and sold by industries, fashion, music, slang, etc. So, like, we always talk about how we always been the entertainment. Always been entertainment. So, and then 8, the last one, and then we can roll back a little bit and name some people if we want to, and do a little bullshit, no bullshit. Then the last one is us, the runaway rebel, troublemaker. That be us. Get in some trouble. That's good trouble.
That's good trouble. It's quality chaos.
Yeah, quality chaos. All right. So historically, they resisted, sabotaged, or escaped, and branded as dangerous. They dangerous. The modern echo is distrust of institutions. Those who resist are labeled radical or ungrateful. It shows up today in work. Black employees who call out bias are labeled difficult. Students who question punishment as defiant. My grandbaby doing that right now. And she not that old. In church, members questioning leadership to shame. Been there, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as y'all don't have no character, I tell you. In family, cycle breakers are labeled selfish. Oh yeah, all that. Like if you're trying to break a cycle in your family, everybody don't like you. I'm sorry. And in community, activists are called divisive or radical. So that's all 8 of the roles. We already said we identify with several of them. My most proud is the radical, of course, because once you learn better, you do better.
Exactly.
And you can't be afraid to do better. Go ahead.
And there's nothing, and that's the thing. I think the fear factor is the key. You know what I'm saying? To keep it, and all of those categories. The fear, loss of job, loss of family members, loss of connection, loss of friends, popularity, you name it. So, right. But But it's they utilize the fear factor, and once they see you have the fear factor, folks,
right?
Oh man, they're gonna prey on that shit.
Prey on that
Because I know I've complained about certain policies, and I'm like, that shit sounds stupid, and they'll be like, oh, but you got to do it. It's the way I'm gonna do the job. That's why I'm here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that that's a paycheck. It's like, well, fuck, I earn the money. Y'all act like I don't come in this bitch from 8 to 4:30 and take a nap. You know what I'm saying? And then get a direct deposit every fucking 2 weeks. So it's like, no, don't, and I because I don't like when no job talk to me about money. It's like if you're talk, bitch, you don't pay me.
All right.
You ain't taking the money out your pocket and giving it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that I can't stand that. But I think once they see, you don't have the fear factor, and you're not punching them in the mouth or threatening to kill them, so they can't fire you.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much, fuck you forget about all them fucking promotions. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're not gonna reward this nigga for freedom. You know what I mean? For being a free
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good way to think about the solution of the thing, because I think we all have played many of these roles, right? At some stage and phase of, it's almost like a hierarchy, right?
Mm-hmm.
From bottom to up and all that. And playing the white man game based upon a fear, like you said, but back then, fear of death.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The further back you go with that fear factor, right?
Yeah.
Closer come to life or death.
And as things have moved forward, there is still a fear factor of death to any extent, right? But death changes from just physical death to career death, or financial death, or there's something that you stand to lose from rocking the boat until you reach a point or a stage that you like, fuck the boat.
Yeah.
Either die or I'm not, right? Because even fear of physical death starts going out the window. Yes, I do have things and I would like to live, right?
Right.
But it's the same. It's the sentiment of the first few people that jumped off the boat.
Right.
I'd rather die free than live be a slave.
Right.
And so once you reach that mentality, it's hard for them to put you in your place, because I don't care about you murdering anything, because I'm just not gonna live up under the
right.
Yeah. No, my wife was like that. She challenges everything. Like if it ain't right, she challenges it all the time. And I think we was talking about something, and she was saying, well, yeah, they talk to so-and-so like this, but they don't talk to me like that. And I'm like, well, that's because whoever was in charge talked to that person like that, and they bowed down. As soon as you bow down, that's a wrap. They talk to you like that all the time. And if you try and stand up for yourself, they're going to make your ass bow down. You didn't bow down. When they balked at you, you balked back.
Right.
So it's like, it's like the bully don't want to fight the bully.
No, exactly. When I have to, in order to be a bully, you have to oppress the weak. You have to pick on people who are pick honorable. And that's what I loved about my conversation with my grandbaby today. How old is Egypt? Egypt about 11, 10, 11. And Egypt is autistic. And I love autism because the social nuances out the damn window.
Right.
Somebody messed with her, I'm gonna mess with you. And she's from the hood too, right? So she's like, big grandma in the hood, we don't play that. And so if somebody mess with me, I'm going to hit him. I asked him nicely. I talked to him again. I'm going to put hands on him at that point because I said, stop messing with me. And he was mad because there was a little, he got something up under his eye because I hit him. Next time I'm going to hit him in the eye. If he keep messing with me, all I need him to do is leave me alone. And I need the adults to do their part and take care of it. Take him out of the class, or his mom and my mama need to talk or something. But I know if he do it again, I'm going to hit him. And I said, you got a right to defend yourself, baby.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you say to that? It's like,
that's it. Because she's not picking on him because she has autism, because she's different. He picking on her. She's showing him, let me show you how different I am. I don't play no games. I don't play games like that, right? That was the proudest conversation ever because, again, she go against all the grain. Like, you're not going to mess with me because I'm autistic. You're not going to mess with me because I'm different or a woman or nothing. Like, I don't care who he is. I don't care who he is. And I don't care how much trouble I get in. That's fine.
Exactly. Because once you remove the fear of consequences, that's it.
Yeah,
and we
already know we're gonna have her back. Her mama gonna have
Right.
her back. I'm gonna have her back. You need grandma coming to school? Because I can do that too. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Because I think just naturally people need reasons. You know what I mean? They need reasons for shit. So and it's just like removing the consequence factor. It's like when bad shit happened. It's like, oh yeah, somebody blew up the fucking Swagmas.
Right.
And first question, like, damn, why?
Why?
Because without the reason why, it's just fucking chaos. You got the Joker. We live in Gotham, and we need Batman.
Yeah.
Niggas just run around doing shit. So, and people fear that more than anything. It's just like they fear once you threaten me. Well, if you do such, you're gonna get fired. Nigga, fire me.
Fire me then.
You know what I'm saying? Once they go through their whole little list, like, damn, this all we got. You know what I'm saying?
So
once there's no more fear of the consequences, you pretty much unstoppable at that point.
Yeah. And that's why we always say, don't fuck with nobody that has nothing to lose.
Right. Kamikaze all day.
Because they have nothing to lose. Right.
Right. There's nothing else you can take away from it.
Yeah, you can't take nothing else away from me. And I'm willing to lose everything that you no longer have control. So part of the fixing the plantation mentality is to adopt number 8 and rebel. Right. Because but you got to get out of the fear of losing. Right. Got to get out of fear of losing.
And also, like, for those people who have the plantation mentality, just don't know that they have the plantation. And they looking at it like, these are the rules and I'm just following the rules. You know what I'm saying? Get off that shit. It's like, is it benefiting you?
Right.
Or matter of fact, not even if it's benefiting, because benefit is different to different people.
Okay.
Do you see something wrong with the rules? You know what I'm saying? And in your heart, and then you might be like, yeah, these are the rules, but
they don't
what about that rule? But because you following the rules, you don't question the rules, and you just keep going on with the get on. And then when your ass sitting in front of Congress trying to explain some shit, you be like, well, shit, I was just following the rules. But goddamn, you saw what they was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so because understand you could be following the company's rules, right? And they go down for some bigger rule that they actually breaking, but the rules within the system say this. Right. You following that, but it break the big rule. You going down with the man.
Exactly.
And you was just following the rules, but you could see something wrong.
Right.
I used to work we talked about I've talked about this before at a place I used to work, where they used to restrain kids, right? Mm-hmm. And I never felt like that was appropriate. I said, no, we're doing a safe restraint, right? But I'm looking at the and restraining this is totally safe because no one's resisting, right? But you try to restrain somebody who don't want to be restrained, and they're resisting, and now you're gonna cause problems and damage, right?
Yep.
And then, so we would be on the unit, and I would watch people not use their verbal de-escalation skills. Mm-hmm. And kids start wilding out, and there was because they look again. People have the power control somewhere up in these mentalities where you feel like you're a Negro above these little Negroes, right?
Right.
And all that, and I have power control, so like I'm just going because I want to restrain them, right? Because a lot of times these kids it just wasn't necessary. Talk to them, right? What is it that they need right now, right? And stuff. And so they was always restraining these children. And I was like, this is unnecessary. And then a restraint, it used to be I think it was 2-person restraint. One would grab the top, the other one would basically clip them under the bottom. But it's supposed to be a gentle move, but y'all know.
Right. Yeah. All the safety restraints are 2 people. There's no such thing as a 1-person safety restraint.
And all that. But they would put this child down on their stomachs, then flip them over to their back. Right. 1 person held the top, 1 person held the bottom. If they couldn't be flipped, they stayed on their stomach, and 1 person would straddle across that child at the top, and 1 would straddle across the legs at the bottom. What are we restricting when we straddle across the top? I think I told Fred today I have unusually short arms, right? And so I
that's
can't
no longer a safety restraint
without my torso being on there. Therefore, this child's air is restricted, right? And all that. So the most I could do was volunteer to be at the bottom because, of course, they kicking in things, so you might get kicked in the head.
Right.
But at some point, I was just like, I'm not doing that no more. Like I'm not restraining the children. And they would give a little nod or something. You would have to give nonverbal cues to your partner if they need to be restrained. They would give me whatever the little signal was, and I was like,
yeah, no, I'm not. I refuse to participate.
I refuse to participate, right?
And you about to read because you won't be straining because I won't be involved.
Exactly. And understand this, you're gonna have to verbally de-escalate. And if you can't do that, I'm gonna get this child attention and I'll verbally de-escalate because what we're doing is unnecessary and all that. Yeah. I decided then I needed to get up out that job because that was a part of their protocol, right? Yeah. I left and I wrote like an 11-page handwritten letter about how much bullshit this is. Did they care? Who knows? I heard that the unit changed up a little bit, but the policies, I don't know. So, but again, that was me choosing not to participate in a system that wasn't right. I did something against what the rules were, and I got the fuck, right? Right. Because I'm not going to watch an injustice happen and be a part of it. I'm gonna find Yeah, I need to keep that job until I found something else. Absolutely. But I still made whatever change I needed to make to not participate in that foolery.
To move on. Right. And you wrote the letter though. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even on the back, and you did what you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To try to change that scenario.
Right. Yeah. So I talk to caseworkers all the time, and I'm like, look, you already know you're working within a system of oppression. You are looking at it, you're watching it from the inside. And then we get the which ones it was, either the house ones or the overseers who feel like, okay, I got a little bit of position, so now I'm gonna tell these poor black people that can't keep their kids what to do, even though you understand the circumstances that they could be in, some things that cause this situation, and then you're gonna make it even harder for them. Right. Don't participate in that.
Yeah, because I have more respect for the worker, because I knew a worker, and she, she was a crier. Yeah. Whatever was going on with them kids, she
was feeling all of it.
Yeah. I have more respect for her because she bust her ass. She just wanted to save everybody. All of them. Then the ones who like, what they need to do with this child, and I always ask, like, do you have kids? No, shut the fuck up.
They never have kids.
No, they never
have kids.
Yep. And I was like, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what this process is. You talking about policy. Policy ain't life. You know what I'm saying?
It just ain't. I remember having to go hard in the paint with a client that I've had her since CPS. And they definitely they was going hard trying to keep her from her baby, and I'm like, no, she's doing the best that she actually can, and I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Is the only way she truly got that baby back, and this was the second time she was fighting for this kid. And she had relatives that was basically trying to take her baby, and stuff like that. But it took commitment from her team. It took her. She had a good lawyer. She had me. She had a good parent coach and all that. And when CASA and it's court appointed special advocate, I think it is. Her CASA workers, a bunch of white people with no babies, or some overtired white people, and all that, is telling her all these lists of things she has to do in order. And that means she got to participate in treatment. She got to go through this. She got to do the parenting coach. She got to have a job. She got to go get she got to get a decent housing. She needs to leave this nigga alone. There's 10,000 things.
Right.
And I'm like, I wrote a long email with everybody attached, and what you are asking for is unrealistic expectations.
Right.
We're not going to do this to her.
Right.
Period. Plain and simple. And all that. And so the other people that were on her side advocated as well. And I was willing to go to court and sit on the stand if necessary. And I hate going to court. But when it's necessary, I'm gonna go sit in the court and be like, nah, they doing what they supposed to be doing. And this child is better at home than she is in this place or that place, right? And all that. So I mean, see, she was saying you hated it. It's so they're supposed to be advocating, but who are you really advocating for?
What's a cost?
The system.
Court appointed special advocate.
Yeah, it's a special advocate.
Usually give that person to the because the kid gets a lawyer, but
they get a GAL, the guardian ad litem. Yeah,
ad litem, right? So there's somebody there to always represent the best interest of the child,
right,
and all that, but they don't always know what's the best interest of the child.
Exactly, and that's the key thing. Just like BT, you know, all them rules we had to follow in working with the kids, and I told them flat out, I was like, I'm not doing that. I said, you gonna tell me 8 white priests in Omaha, Nebraska know better how to deal with a little black kid from an urban ghetto?
Then I do.
I was like, no, I don't do that.
Absolutely.
That shit.
You know, like over there, I hated the idea that they couldn't call us mom and dad or uncle or anything like that. So you want a family style home.
Right.
You want me to play mom and dad, but they're not allowed to call me mom and dad because you're afraid they're gonna be too attached. What do you mean?
Right. And
that sounds like some white Republican shit.
And they still get attached, regardless.
Yeah, that sounds like some white Republican
because
bullshit.
A child that's not attached is not going to get better.
It's white Catholicism.
Oh,
yeah, Boys Town is a Catholic organization.
It is. It is.
100%.
Okay.
Father Flanagan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That ain't even too much.
Huh?
But party people, you just come out of the house Negro mentality. Like we don't need it. I think the best example for me, like when you was talking about Django, Fred.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Life, Martin Lawrence and
the movie.
That little dude. Yeah, boss, I'm gonna shoot him in his ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was from
I think that movie had many of these roles.
Yeah. It really did.
I thought about that. I sure went through that movie and seen who was who. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But yeah, because if if you doing that, if you think you're doing that, and you're like, am I the house?
I mean, because we gave criteria.
Yeah, right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself and go, yo, I don't like when they do this particular thing or that particular thing, but I don't want to be a rule breaker. You don't have to rip your bra off and set it on fire in the lobby. You don't have to go that far, but you can speak your mind.
That's
you know what I mean?
Right.
There's just an appropriate way to do it. If you don't want the job no more, then go up in there and say, fuck y'all, bitch.
Y'all, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if not,
one of my interns even did that. We was talking about diagnosis, because I'm like, everybody got to have a diagnosis in order for the insurance to pay, right? And my newest intern asked the perfect question. He said, how you get somebody a diagnosis after one session? I said, you are saying the right thing, sir. Yeah. Exactly. And then I taught them how we do that without damaging the client, but still giving the insurance company what they need. Right. And all that. So like, I'm not going to overdiagnose, but I'm a minimally diagnosed based upon what I did gather. And because the diagnosis is always changeable as you get to know the client. Right. And all that. So perfect question. Because I'm like, question the system. Question it. Like, because that shit ain't right. I need to know my client enough to give a proper diagnosis, right? You know. So I also had some empowerment flips and some bullshit or no bullshit for each of those. We're gonna go with bullshit or no bullshit first. For the house slave, if you gotta shrink yourself at work just to feel safe, is that bullshit or no bullshit?
That's bullshit. You said shrink yourself at work?
Shrink yourself at work just to be to feel safe.
Oh yeah, that's
a bunch of bullshit. Because how you gonna elevate?
I wish I had a bullshit sound effect on this soundboard.
Yeah, that's the sound effect for the bullshit.
Oh yeah, I had erased my bullshit, John, because I was trying to put something else on there too. I'm gonna bring that back.
My bullshit on there. That's bullshit. Yes. The empowerment flip on that one is radical authenticity. Be your motherfucking self.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop saying motherfucker because there's a whole slavery problem for that. But anyway, be yourself and stop shrinking to fit. We operate in creativity, people, and we thrive in creativity. So when you are just following rules and following status quo, you're not being creative. It's also why you're tiring yourself out because your brain needs more stimulation. Right. Thus, tell your people to watch the show because we're all about brain stimulation, right?
Exactly. Trying to get your mind right, baby.
Especially in Black spaces and places and all that. And much of this is surrounding that. It's not about, stop like placating to everything white folks say, especially when we're in our spaces, because these roles were created for us to keep each other down so they wouldn't have to. and
Right.
they're still working, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I give somebody a little position to watch over these, and he think he better than them, he feel elevated. That's why I don't care about a title. You know, they got
Yeah, and
like, you gonna get your doctor so they can call you doctor,
right?
No,
right, exactly. Yeah, because I'll tell supervisors and other senior workers alike, it's like, man, I don't give a damn about you. Try to have to respect the person. Like, you could be a supervisor today and be unemployed tomorrow. I still respect the person, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And like Nurse Now said, advocacy and questioning the systems bring change and improvement.
Exactly. Because nothing is a one thought process.
Nothing.
Multiple people will go into every freaking idea.
Thank you. Thank you. So for the field slave, bullshit or no bullshit, when they tell us to grind harder and never promote us.
That's bullshit. They tell you that shit so you could just work harder.
Yeah. So don't fall for promises.
Dealing with corporate America for all of my adult life, they already know who they want to promote.
Right.
They already got a person in mind who that person that cross trains on every system and in 5-6 different departments, and you have no reason why they're doing that.
Yeah,
because they prepping that person to be the next
person. Yeah,
the next person up.
Mm-hmm.
They know you got skills, but they want your skills right where you at.
Right where they at. Thank you, and thank you. So the empowerment flip on that is rest as resistance, and rest equals liberation. Productivity does not define humanity.
Indeed.
You don't have to work for your value or your work.
Exactly. Yeah. My whole thing is don't die at work. They just gonna roll your ass in the corner and post some shit on
Indeed.
Exactly. Immediately.
They'd be like, "You dead? Call the ambulance." Post
you ain't sending your family no damn flowers.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
They ain't sending your family no flowers, nothing.
Yeah, because these jobs used to send something to the funeral or something.
Yeah, back in the day. Now
small towns they do it, but now
they just gonna be like, like now it's just well, y'all, Fred died yesterday. We're gonna need y'all to pick up a little slack till we get somebody in this spot.
Spread that caseload out.
Don't fuck around and be good, because you never gonna get that other person unless I come back to life.
Absolutely. And the most you might get is now there's what they call disruptive event counseling, where they'll have a counselor like me come to your job because somebody from work died.
Yeah, they do that because they don't want the lawsuit.
They don't want the lawsuit. Yep. So absolutely.
That's the only reason they're doing it, because they don't want the lawsuit.
To reiterate, know your goddamn word. Know your word, people. Know your word.
So for the overseer, when your own people start policing you harder than the system does, bullshit or no bullshit?
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Don't do it.
Bad shit.
Yeah.
Right. And that's pathetic. Yeah, that's pathetic when I see people do that shit.
Yeah. Oh, and I was listening. Oh, I think it was in the book too, when he was talking about how, and it made sense too, because we talk about like how the 70s there was just radical movement, and I'm black and I'm proud. It was just like at an all time, right? That was also around a time that government and all the entities they were paying folks to rat people out, to infiltrate, to be in the crowds, to be to be at the church and all that, because that that's how Malcolm X got people within your own ranks being, and of course exploiting their poverty, because I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars if you do this thing, right? And that's how they started tearing down things, because we didn't know who to trust. We couldn't have no more. You can't radicalize when you don't know, when you got a mole in there.
And Fred Hampton. Yes. That's how Fred Hampton got.
That's how he got.
You know what I'm saying? And it never stopped, like the CIA, but okay, we're gonna say the FBI, but it's the CIA, I feel. and they don't even have jurisdiction in country. Right. But them motherfuckers was in full force then. But they needed to break that up. And if you run it up even, to now times, You know, when we had X-Clan, Public Enemy,
right?
the Conscious Daughters, and all of that shit. They needed to break that shit up. Then all of a sudden, a little nobody dude who was a roadie for Dougie Fresh becomes a fucking mogul. P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Just got a flood of money, changed the narrative. Because for real, just like we said before, like I was saying before, we was talking about the music. NWA was really a pro-black group.
Pro-black group. It was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. The empowerment flip: lead with liberation and not fear. Authority equals advocacy and not punishment. So stand up.
Yeah.
For the skilled slave or token black, when they parade you as the only one, but won't give you the real power. Is that bullshit?
It's bullshit and not bullshit. It's bullshit on their part. A lot of times the token don't know you're the token. They really think like, wow, damn, I'm really doing a good job. Because I remember working at BT, you know, while I was up here. You know, I would get to work 30 minutes early, and they would constantly use me as an example. Like, Brian lives all the way in Virginia and gets to work 30 minutes early. Y'all live around the goddamn corner and can't get here on time. But I'm like, I would say like, yo, because I live so far, I leave 30 to 45 minutes early. Right. Like I said, I ain't trying to get here early. But on the opposite end, I also told him, I said, but when I get to work 30 to 45 minutes earlier, I punch in.
I clock in.
I punch in.
I'm not just sitting here for 30 minutes.
Exactly. I'm just not
pay me for these 30 minutes.
Right. It's like I'm not so they'll, even when they try to put you in that position indirectly, I'm like, yo, don't get it twisted. I'm getting paid for them 30, 45 minutes I'm here early, which means I get 30, 45 minutes overtime on my check every fucking day for every day I'm here, you know? So I'm not just leaving. I'm not leaving early for them.
I'm benefiting.
But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's bullshit when that person knows, because I know those people that, you know, they just shower in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some people like your example, Fred, when dude kept saying like, man, I don't know why they keep using me as an example. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got some people that just get thrown and they just doing their thing. They're not doing it for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Them damn accolades.
Accolades.
It's too prone, because when you do that, they're praising you, like praising Brian for coming to work 30, 40 minutes early every day. Now, nobody else knows, but what they looking at is, are they praising this kiss ass nigga all the time? Because you know, now
one of the motherfuckers ever post me with that shit, boy.
That's the division, right?
Yeah, that's the division. But most of the time, nobody ever
like, nigga, you ain't all that, and you like, nigga, I ain't all that. I'm just regular.
Right.
Yeah. What they'll do is, when a new person start, hey Fred, don't fuck with that nigga Brian.
Yes.
Like he all kissing the white people. And
I'll go to me early, being so far up there.
Oh God, that is twofold. That's definitely twofold. So the empowerment flip, there's multiplication, spread skills, mentor others, and normalize Black excellence in every space. Right? I'm not gonna walk in a room as the smartest person in the room and not be teaching my fellow people how to do what I'm doing. So and teaching them also, like, you're not less than me. Like, same shit I do, you could do if you want to, but like you said, it's also to like, but get your monies. Like, you know, don't leave your shit on the table. Don't just be great and fabulous. Make them pay you for your fabulousness. That's exactly right. What else? Breeding stock. When Black women carry everybody but can't rest, is that strength? It's not. It's not. Because you can't wear yourself out, ladies. You can't wear yourself out.
Right.
And doing stuff is hard. Because like I said, just the entrepreneur, and it's hard, right? And everybody not going to take care of my baby like I take care of my baby. But I do have people on the team, which is why I asked my brothers to do the podcast with me. One, I can't talk to myself. Can't carry a conversation all alone. But they're very charismatic. And all that. But second, I need help. I can't do it all by myself, right? And all that.
Right.
And so if I need help with the podcast stuff, I say, yo, Fred, Brian, what can y'all help me do? And that's how Fred wound up doing more research and helping with the videos and all that, right? You know, Brian doing all the audio things and all that. I wish he did video really bad. You know,
I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna look.
You just gotta get you some AI driven stuff because that's all.
Yeah.
You know, but we're gonna get it together. But all that, but like, you know, put yourself in spaces where you can get help. And I tell mothers that, I tell all women that, like, you know, first, stop allowing them to make us feel like we can't trust each other. Second, be trustworthy. Stop hating on your own sister and all of that. And the people around you, look out for each other, because you don't have to work as hard as you're working and going so hard that you killing yourself, because we end up with damn heart attacks and things, and that's not necessary. If we're looking out for each other and making sure and hold each other accountable. My kids got in my schedule when I was going too hard and canceled Wednesday appointments. And I'm like, I thought I had clients on Wednesday. Not anymore. You need to rest.
Yeah, I think a lot of women just stop wearing that shit like it's a fucking crown. Like,
fuck strong black woman shit. We're gonna have a show.
I mean, you can't do it all. You can, but there's a price to pay. If you're willing to pay the price, go for it. But you ain't gonna like the price at the end. And don't bitch and complain about it if you decide that's what you want to do, and then shit ain't working out. You know.
And I recognize also it's a place where we hide, because you can't deal with your own stuff that's going on inside of you if you're working all the time and thinking about all things and taking care of all the people and all that. You never keep still long enough to feel the pain that you're supposed to be feeling. Go to damn therapy. Spit that shit out.
Talk to somebody.
Let go of one of them jobs. You know what I'm saying? Them kids don't need Nike Air Max.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And now I'm about to throw it out there.
The only thing I hate about that is I understand, you know, the strong black woman thing. You got to do it. You know, I lived with a woman.
Right.
My mother worked when we woke up to go to school. She was gone.
Right. Like Brian, he was walking up to the bus stop, cracking down.
Yeah. When you know, we go into bed, we sleep. We don't even hear when she come in the house. But don't choose. I hate when they choose to do it and then bitch and complain.
That's the difference.
When they don't get no help.
Fred, that's the difference. That is such.
You're not asking for help.
Right.
Your whole persona is, I'm a strong black woman. I can do it all by myself.
Not just I can, I have to.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to.
And you don't.
You don't. You're choosing to. So do it all yourself. Go ahead. Right. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't come bitch and complain to me about nobody's helping me. Nobody helping me around to do all
that. Been there. It feels silly now, but I sure was like, nobody's helping me, but you ain't asking for no help, nigga. Like,
I can't help you.
Are you asking though? Are you asking the right people that you know gonna help? Or are you intentionally asking people who you know not gonna help so you can keep complaining? Because that's real shit too.
Right. Yeah.
And don't ask me for help.
Identity.
And don't say yes. Don't do help me. But as soon as I start doing it, you jump in and start doing it.
That's power
because
control.
You're not doing it how I do it.
Yeah.
You asked me to do it, so I'm doing it how I do it. Okay.
Yes.
Long mat, short mat. As long as we get the 1 + 1 is 2, it's the same thing.
Thank you, ladies. You gotta be sacred. Be soft. It's okay to be soft. I know it's hard without a protector. Vulnerability, rest, sensuality. We ain't got to be hard out here in the paper, okay?
Yeah, you could be sensual, ladies.
It's okay.
Sensual.
You know, sensuality is strength. In case you didn't know.
It is.
Yeah.
And
I'll
it's
do
sensual.
a show on that for you too.
Yeah.
Joy is a valid expression. It's okay for you to be a happy black woman. A joyous.
Right. Yeah, you got to be. You ain't got to be woman king all the fucking time.
And you know what? If you take a hot bath or get in the shower and rest, them trying to leave you the hell alone and all that shit and rest yourself, you will be a lot more happy. You won't be grumpy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we will keep the kids off y'all ass.
Yeah.
Y'all
And
ass in the back.
if you relax yourself and feel good, you might want to get some booty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And getting
Sometimes you don't want
booty
to do it.
is always a positive thing.
Always.
Always get you some booty. Okay.
Yep. You know what? I want all of our listeners and viewers to walk around with that mentality all day long tomorrow. Get you some booty. Get some booty.
Yes. And just psychologically speaking, it is important for you to have orgasms on a regular basis. It clears the system. It's powerful. And like brain cells be working better and everything is so beneficial.
Yeah.
Get some booty. Okay. All right.
Your man will do whatever you want him to do.
Get some booty t-shirt.
I understand what old people say is like you got to use what you got to get what you want. Right? It's not transactional by any means, but if he know he got some booty coming, he gonna do more stuff.
Tell your man, hey, he turn getting on my goddamn nerves. Meet me in the room in 5 minutes.
Yep,
watch how fast we shut that goddamn house down.
We gonna shut the house down. You just got to know what to say. That's all. That's all. All right. So 6 for the children and generational trauma. When kids are told to shut up instead of expressing themselves, is that discipline?
No. And again, too, it depends, because sometimes your child could say something and you be like, well, you like, shut your ass up. It's like, Dad, I'm thinking about becoming a drug dealer. Shut your ass. You know what I'm saying? But no, as just a basic disciplinary response, hell no.
Right. No. Right. And do what we have done. We flipped it through cycle breaking. We did things different, right? We raised our children different. We allowed them to have an expression to an extent, because they get disrespectful, it's gonna get rough up in here. So, but teaching them the skill of respectful disagreement, or because you can disagree if you want to. That don't mean it don't still need to be done. And I will hear you out, but please wash the dishes. You could be mad about washing the dishes, just don't break none, but wash the dishes.
Right.
Like
exactly.
But
just because you file an appeal doesn't mean you're gonna win the appeal.
Right. But I will listen.
I want to hear you out. Right.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
And there's been a few times that I have changed a decision if they had a great compelling argument. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, teach them how to negotiate, So, and I always provide emotional safety. I realize how many parents don't understand emotional safety. Ain't nobody gonna come talk to you about none of this. I want my kids to talk to me, but every time they talk to you about something little, you flip out. It's not emotional safety. So if you want them to talk to you, you have to be safe to talk to.
And on the flip side of that, right quick, what I've seen a good bit of parents who like, I want my children to be able to feel like they can talk to me. And then the conversation goes and these goddamn he talking to me all crazy and all disrespectful. And I was like, right, because you gave him too much freedom to talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said what you did was you bought the motherfucker a car because they knew how to drive, but didn't know none of the rules to the road.
Come on.
See what I'm saying? Good, so just because you have a skill doesn't mean that you can operate the vehicle. You see what I'm saying? So they let their children talk to them so freely so that they talking to them freely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, there has to be a level to that. You earn your way up to that.
And I'm a victim of that too, and not so much because I gave her so much freedom, but because her daddy was doing the raising, so me and her didn't have a relationship. Right. And so she didn't have that same level of respect for motherhood. And that's the only child I had to physically fight. I never thought I'd be physically fighting a kid and all that. But we had to physically fight for her to understand my positioning and stuff. And now she's embarrassed by it because now she understands the level of respect. Right. And all. But every now and then too, like her mouth get a little smart because I'm like, be yourself in front of me, but don't be talking crazy. So sometimes she'll do certain things and they'll look at her like, that's mommy you talking. I know we cool, we all grown, but like that's mommy you talking to, right? You know that, right? And recently I did my mama move and I just chopped her in the gut while she said when she said what she said. And she was like, that hurt, and it should. Stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Right.
When my kids were younger, I used to say, hey, you can Tell me what you want. You want to explain? Fine. Say what you want to say. Say what's on your mind to an extent.
Right.
Don't go overboard. Don't go to the point where I'm gonna have to fuck you up.
Because I will fuck you up. I will.
And they knew what that meant. So you can, get expressive and say what's on your mind, and I don't feel like I should be doing this because of ABC. And just like you said now, like, okay, that makes sense. You are always taking out the trash. You know what? I got you. Don't worry about it.
Right.
But sometimes
next week, if I say take out the trash, just take out the fucking trash.
I got you this time. Next week, go take out the damn trash.
Right.
And sometimes, like Brian said, they'll put the appeal in. You're not gonna always
win.
You know what? That do make sense. But put out the trash.
Right. And I mean, all that basically comes down to is like, now we had this conversation. When I see, if I see it full, I might just snatch it up and be like, I don't worry about it. Take it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Sometimes I'll be like, I got it.
Take care of it.
I'm gonna get that, Dad. And they would do like, I got it, Dad. Like, don't worry about it. I got it, bro. You good. Because we didn't have that, you made me realize that I depended on you so much, because every time I asked you to take out the trash, you said, okay. So you just became my go-to guy.
Right.
Right.
And that's the next thing I was gonna say. That's modeling, like modeling the behavior we want to see. You want people to hear you, right? So you heard him,
right?
And you accommodated a little bit. Like I see the error here that you was my go-to guy, and that was wrong. But I do appreciate you, so I'm gonna take care of this, right?
Right.
And all that, So that's good shit. That's good shit. So then we got the pet Negro, the entertainment slave. When they love our culture but don't love our people, is that appreciation?
Hell no.
That's bullshit. That's pimping. That's pimping.
Exactly what it is. It's fucking pimping. Ownership. This is the empowerment part. This is for us. Ownership. Control the art, own the label, demand the value for Black genius.
Yeah.
And definitely. I am feeling that right now with, now I have a lot of interns, the business is growing and all that, I'm the HNIC and all and stuff like that. But I noticed also that as I'm offering low cost therapy, it's usually going to be through an intern, because I don't have to pay the intern. So still I can put that money into the business. Right.
Right.
And all that. And I have some people that are starting to come through that want to pay a little bit of money, but still want to see me. And I was like, but I cost more. Right. I'm offering low cost therapy. And if you in a jam, I might offer you some discounts or breaks or whatever the case may be. But I'm still giving you quality service, because it's not like an intern is not quality service.
Right. Yeah. It's not like I'm
not tipping you by any means. It's just the state we got to do these steps, y'all, and all that. But that don't mean none of these people that's walking in the gate is less than stellar. They came to get their supervision from somebody that's been in the game, right?
Right.
And all that. So don't think you just getting mediocre services,
right?
Because you paying less than you seeing an intern. They doing their thing, right?
Right.
And so now I've written this whole letter and all that to put out to the public, like don't disrespect my interns like that, right? Just because you pay at a low cost don't mean that value is any smaller.
Right.
Matter of fact, this is how I plan. This is how I'm serving my community, because you shouldn't have to pay exorbitant amount of fees to get quality service.
Yeah, I hate when people attach expensive price tag to a quality product.
Quality of service, right? And all that. And so, but I'm also giving myself props and giving and because I worked hard to create this thing. And yes, now I'm at the top level. Certain people gonna see me. Or if I know there's because interns can't take insurance, right? So you get to pay your $60 out of pocket, and all that for therapy every week or whatever. And if you get low, you can get a payment plan. I really work with you, man, and all that. But then you can't come in and demand all I got is this, but I want to see you because you're the best. Well, the best costs you more money because I'm trying to run the back end of this thing, not because I don't want to see you.
Right.
I'm trying to build an empire. That's why, like Fred said, like the CEO's job is to go get more business for the business.
Right.
And I did my front end part and all that stuff. So like seeing your value and your worth, but the key here for me is like it's my entity, it's my thing. So I can help the people in the way that I want to help them, not in the way that all these other entities claim they want to help us. It takes us to help us. So start the business, do the thing, sell the product, whatever it is, and get your ownership back. Whatever belongs to you. Protect your shit. Brian, we used to be doing music. You have to protect your shit.
Right.
Because somebody steal shit in a hot minute.
I had my shit stolen, so trust me, I learned the hard way. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And you got the people. You can talk as much as about Beyonce if you want to, though. But Beyonce don't play about her shit. You could do it. We just talked about this earlier. You could do a remix of a Beyonce song. She gonna take it and put it on her album,
right?
Because you use the shit. It's hers.
Yep,
it's hers. So be careful out there. I am proud of her because she's not letting nobody steal her shit. You gonna pay her. Yeah, she gonna pay her. So what else? Our favorite part, our runaway rebel troublemaker label. Be a rebel, people. Be a disruptor. When speaking the truth gets you called difficult, is that leadership?
That's no. Speaking the truth. Mm-hmm. And if it gets you in trouble, well, it's leadership in a way, but it's leadership for the people who are either curious about what you're talking about, or the people that's going, yeah, I agree with that shit. I'm rolling with this guy. Yeah. So it can put you in a leadership position. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
But to me, I'm about to say to me it is leadership because real leaders are disruptors. Real leaders don't challenge the system. And call me difficult if you want to. A rebel don't give a damn about being called difficult. Call me whatever you would like. Just change the policies and procedures, please.
Or don't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like as a disruptor, you'll draw people in. So it is a leadership position. It's a leadership position by people who are already feeling you, and then it's a leadership position because you're growing other people in. If we want to look at our favorite person, but everybody know him. Jesus. Everybody knows. Jesus went out there on his own groove.
Thank you.
Yeah. People was like, yo, and actually he pulled in the disruptors.
That's right. He sure did.
He pulled in the other people who was like, you know what? I've been doing this shit this way for a long time. I ain't never liked it like this.
Right. Yep. Exactly. So that's how you change the system. But understand that you might die for the cause because they don't want no change. And you gotta be willing to lose that too.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So what else? Revolutionary pride, disruption is healing, and rebellion does equal leadership. And I'll be a leader all damn day for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100.
Yes. So that was good talk, good conversation. Always making you think, people. Making you think. So evaluate your roles. See where you fit in, because we all fit into something or have fit into some space or place of those roles. Mm-hmm. So when people and check that too. When people out here like, because you got that, like your boy, you got that plantation mentality. He also is operating in plantation mentality and what he's doing and saying. So all of these roles, some of us fit in at some stage in our lives, with the ultimate role and goal of a role being the rebellion one. That's the slave that ran away, willing to get branded, willing to get brought back and carried off again, willing to die on a tree, but I ain't about to just do what you say do because it ain't right.
Right.
So I'm willing to die for it. Right.
The slave that didn't want to be a slave.
That's right.
Kunta Kinte.
There you go.
Be like Kunta.
Be like Kunta.
Be like Kunta. Goddamn.
I saw a clip. I need to upload that one where he's talking. I'm sure y'all saw it. He was having a conversation with Morpheus.
Oh, yep. I saw it. I saw it. That joint was dope.
about the
yeah,
change.
find that clip. That was really good.
Because that is so deep, so deep.
And who was having a conversation with Morpheus?
Yeah. I couldn't remember his name just now, but yeah. Yeah.
What? Oh boy, that played Kunta Kinte. He was talking to Lawrence Fishburne.
George Fishburne.
I've never seen that.
Bro, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna send it to you.
And it wasn't even long.
No, it was a short clip. It's meaningful. It's so old. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do that on do one on that next week. Yeah. Oh wait. Next week I'm helping Nay do her first wedding thingy. And yeah, she's doing her first wedding. It's her first time. Like,
she ready?
She's ready.
That's what I'm saying.
She ready. She going to do some first day of coordination, and so I'm going to help her with that. So next Sunday, do y'all want to do a show yourself, or we want to skip next week?
We're gonna discuss it after the show.
All right.
They ain't got.
So y'all gonna be surprised.
Yeah,
surprise.
What'll happen next week? I like surprises. How about you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
If y'all see us, then you know what we decide.
Oh, they're there. But if you don't see them, they won't be there. Actually, I'll send y'all an announcement during the week.
Y'all know.
I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging like that.
It won't be a surprise.
We might not have a lot of y'all out there, but we respect the ones we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All 8 of y'all. Our numbers went up a little bit on YouTube. People starting to follow, and we appreciate your follow.
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
Matter of fact, we haven't been giving y'all a little shout out and all, and telling everybody, go Fred, it's your part.
Oh yeah, my bad. I had not been doing this.
It's all right. I've been figuring it too.
We need y'all to like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. Are we on any other site?
First of all, this plays on every platform. I still got to do the shorts again to get it back on TikTok, but we're going to be working on that too. Because, I heard you talking crap about, hold on. I heard you talking crap about my CPU. You said I got it from Temu.
I did.
That was right. That was right.
I know. I heard it. I heard it.
You know, if your audio video tripping, man, you're going to get it. You're going to get it.
I just got to be having a little technical difficulty. We're making our come. Fred got a better mic. I got a better CPU. You know, and as soon as you started the show, you was like, I'm going to get some good equipment.
Yeah, I gotta be on this shit.
At first you didn't have a little flashy mic. Now you get your little mic with your lights on and all that.
That is true now.
Yeah.
I started out with a regular mic, but it was a dynamic mic.
It was a dynamic.
It was a beast-ass mic now.
Yes. It's all right. I love it when I watch other podcasts from the beginning to up, and it's fun to watch people grow.
Just FYI, I have that mic in my Amazon card. I just ain't got around to paying for it yet.
Just gotta hit the button. That's all. Put it on Klarna. Separate it into 4 payments.
No, my job do this thing called Nectar.
And pay everything.
When they give you Nectar points, like you can get like gift cards and stuff like that. So.
Fancy.
All right, never heard that.
Okay.
All Nectar is a way to keep from giving your ass a raise. That's all that is.
Well, they'll do what they gotta do, but we'll accept it. Thank you.
Yeah, but I want the raise.
I feel you.
The hell with Nectar.
It's all right. It's all right. You're doing your ownership thing too. So we all, we all break all that stuff. So let them give you the nectar, whatever they're gonna give. You know what I'm saying? Stick around, Negroes. So yeah, y'all do all that. We on all the platforms, follow Choosing Empowerment everywhere and all that. And eventually we'll have a channel just for PTBS. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to add it until we have someone else that can help to do it, so I can not be a strong Black woman and do all the things. Okay?
Yeah,
that's what we're going to do. In the meantime, remember, we are conscious, we are aware, we stay prepared, and we ain't never scared. Keep your mind right and keep your soul correct. You know what I'm saying? And remember that we're here to make you think. And
we are not here just to change your goddamn mind. Yeah, keep thinking, people.
Keep thinking, change your mindset. And we may or may not see you next week.
Yeah, but you'll know ahead of time, though.
So don't let nobody bullshit you this week. And we out.
Later.